My name is Sage Frank, or in Canadian we say French, and I'm from Toronto, Canada.
My name is Eric Paternoster. I was born in Claes, Trentino in 1988. I'm 28 years old, and I live in Montreal and I study.
Henry Rabelais. I'm 23 years old, and I was born in Waterloo, Ontario, and I currently live in Montreal. I've been there for 5 years, and I studied there. And I am the grandson of Dolores Giuliani from Dambel nella Val di Lon.
My name is Caroline Allen. I'm 20 from Rock Springs, Wyoming.
I'm Emily Fenice. I'm from Long Island, New York. I'm 23.
My name is Darren Fenice. My family's from Cavaillon. And the nickname that I have is Lefty, because I'm a lefty.
I'm here because I am very proud to be Trentina. I think that it's a big part of who I am, and over the years I've been becoming more and more Italian, because I'm actually half Italian. My mom is German and Indonesian, but I'm an Italian citizen now, so I'm able to vote. And I travel to Italy every year, and we have a house in Klotz. So the Trentini culture is very much a part of me, and I love it so much.
With this gathering, I expect to make new friends, learn more about my culture that I might not have known from my relatives, and possibly see these people again and create memories.
When I think of the word tradition, I immediately smell my nonna's cooking. And what I smell is her knerderly soup. So it's just like I've grown up eating that, and it is so much a part of me. It's almost like it runs in my veins. So for me, tradition, whenever I feel like I'm lost, I go back to that, or I'll call my family, or I'll cook something that reminds me of nonna's food.
Per me, se non sai la tua origins, like you lose your traditions, you lose your identity, you start losing your own culture, and then you become watered down. So like what I always said is that the Italian immigration was like a nice bottle of wine, and then once you come to America, then you start, if you start losing traditions, then the bottle of wine gets added with water, and then the more it gets added with water, then it just becomes juice at the end. So it's important to maintain your culture, maintain your identity, your traditions, culture, and to pass it on to your next generation.
We visited Trentino last November to visit my family in Cavaillon, and we found out that there's a handful of them, maybe 6 of them left. So the Fenice bloodline is very thin, so that's why I really want to keep these traditions alive, because once we're done, like, who's going to keep that alive? Because there's only a few of us left.
È importante per me conoscere le mie origini, perché io mi sentivo, quando ero più giovane, un po' vuoto di cultura. Come dicevo, in Canada non ce n'è tanto, quindi mi sentivo obbligato di cercare qualcosa che spiegava un po' più la mia identità. È strano perché è successo per me, ma per esempio la mia sorella non ha voglia, quindi non lo so perché, ma per una ragione o un'altra io tanto voglio. Credo che un po' forse, when I was a teenager, a bit upset, I would say, that I hadn't been taught Italian when I was younger. I had been exposed to it a lot due to my family at dinners. I heard a lot of Italian. I knew the certain words. I knew basta, grazie, farfalla, perché I spaghetti, la pasta, and I decided to really make an effort to learn Italian. So I went to Italy when I was 17 to meet my family for the first time as an adult, and I started to pick up the language, and since then I've returned 3 times in a span of 6 years, and now I feel like my Italian's at a level where I can really communicate and connect with people. It's not perfect, but it's getting there, and most of all, it's good enough now to speak with my nonna, which is incredibly important for me, and having her speak in her native language to me allows her to communicate things she wouldn't be able to in English or French.
In my Nona's house, she has all of these artifacts from the people who actually came over. So I guess my memory would be in her basement playing with the chest that my ancestors brought over on the boat, opening it up and digging through and seeing what it looked like. I brought my 2 family crests, the Anselmi family crest and the Mengini family crest, and then I also brought a picture of the Catholic church my family went to in Bretz. My family came from Bretz, Tyrol now, Trentino, and they came over for coal mining. They didn't like coal mining, so they opened up their own store, a Trentini grocery store in town.
Originally, my family is from a small little town in Trentino, and it's Cavaillon in Bleggio. And I know a lot of when my nonno, he came to America, he landed in Pennsylvania, he worked the coal mines for a while, then he went back, and that's when he got married and, had one child. And then then they came here and they settled in Brooklyn, and that's why I'm here now, and I live in New York still. So that's kind of what I know.
I brought the picture of my grandparents on the boat, the USS Constitution. So one with my nonna in 1956, my nonno 1956 and my nonna 1957. So it was nice to see they were both on the same ship. And so in our home, we made a nice collage with the pictures. So it was nice to see nonna and nonna, like they weren't together, but it's kind of similar to my story with my girlfriend since we live a long distance relationship. So it's nice to see that also my nonni were also living a long distance relationship for one point. Then together they made the love work, and they made the family and the story continue.
I brought my great-grandmother's immigration certificate when she came to Ellis Island. I also brought my great-grandfather's and great-grandmother's marriage license that they had. Very old, very, very old pieces of paper.
Dal 2008 che faccio metà, certe volte sto in Canada, certe volte vado in Italia. Vado sempre in montagna, i miei amici sono sempre lì al bar, ma loro fumano sigaretti, un po' bicchieri qua e là, lì non è che mi ispira molto. Allora certe volte quando sono le 10 di sera dico Poppy, buona letto, perché domani alle 2, 3, 5 di mattina devo svegliarmi per andare su Oviedo, Presanella o sulle cime, e mi dicono che sono un po' pazzo per andare fin su tutte queste cime, ma io gli dico Poppy, vieni qui, che vuoi fare? Che vai su e sai, c'è lì per godertela, non per guardare e basta.
When we're in Italy, we mostly visit family. We always make a trip to San Romero because it's beautiful. And we do little day trips around. So, for example, shopping trips. I really like Castelfranco. That's one of my favorite places because the shops there are amazing. And then also we just eat a lot of amazing food.
For example?
Oh, everything. Gnocchi, Trentin grana, because we can't get that here. Lots of espresso, lots of guanciale, because that's amazing, and we don't have that in Canada. Not thin like you guys make it. And then what else? I just learned the other day that the green gnocchi, as I call it, is strangolapreti, which is a terrible name in English. It's a bad translation, but yeah, that's one of my favorites, and when my nonna makes it, it's just amazing.
We love polenta. My father loves polenta. I love polenta. Sometimes my dad will make a mushroom risotto with, it's very creamy and it's very delicious. A little asparagus in there, some mushrooms, maybe some peas, and a little cheese on top, and yeah.
Il mio nonno e mio zio hanno convinto mia nonna a emigrare a Montreal. Lei vive ancora a Montreal, ha 83 anni, e perché io mi sono mosso a Montreal. Vivo vicino a lei, ci mette 30 minuti di bici, e quindi provo a andare ogni 2 settimane, almeno andare a prendere un caffè con lei, prendere un pranzo, 2 settimane fa abbiamo mangiato la polenta, lei lo fa perché è molto lavoro, lei lo fa una volta all'anno, allora è un'occasione molto speciale.
Tutti e due i miei nonni, nonna Gina, Gina Zanella e Bruno Clauser, mio nonno, che sono ancora vivi. Mio nonno ha 90 anni, mia nonna ce n'ha 87.
E beve mo bicchieri?
Sempre. Dicono sempre, non so, una bosta di vino è duro fino a 90 anni, allora si vede che stiamo facendo delle robe buone. Si bevono, non so, un bicchiere di vino al giorno e anche una mela melinda almeno al giorno.
And I think that the blueprint has really solidified that for me, because I see that the Trentini Club is not just about, forgive me, but old people getting together and playing preschool, which I love playing preschool. We were just playing it by the pool. It's not just about the old people anymore. It's about everybody and all of us sharing in our culture and our stories together. So I definitely want to have a role.
But what I really want to do is, I want to just get away from the United States. I don't like the United States that much, to be quite honest. I really want to move to Trentino, believe it or not. I love it there. When we visited there, I just fell in love with it, the mountains. I love outdoors, I love hiking. When I went to school in Pennsylvania, up in the mountains, and 3 times a week I was climbing the mountains. Even if there was snow on the ground, I was up there, I was climbing, discovering stuff, exploring. I just love that scenery, and the fresh air, the good food. And it's just such a laid-back life. It's not like America where everything is rush, 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 rush. Over there, it's like very relaxed, and you could take your time, you could take it easy,